After 6 months, we have now thoroughly discussed different aspects of the life in the United Kingdom and the United States. In preparation of your writing assignment, here are the most important facts on both countries. The most important news of 2017. United Kingdom. Still very much an issue is the Brexit. Prime Minister Theresa May has been trying to come to an agreement with the European Union about leaving it. This has been a very difficult task, as she must make everybody happy, which, frankly, is basically impossible. United States. In January of 2017, the new president was inaugurated. Donald Trump is the opposite of his predecessor Obama in everything. He's an extreme leader. After 1 year, no one really knows where the country is headed. Some of the promises Trump has made during his election time are in the pipelines, but his biggest promises were shot down by the Democrats and his own party, the Republicans. These promises were, for example, abolishing Obamacare and building a wall on the border with Mexico. His motto is "Make America Great Again." The US has never been more divided with this extreme leader, yet he truly believes in everything he does. His relationship with the media is flawed, which is why all news articles might be a little subjective. General information. United Kingdom. The capital of the UK is London. The UK is made up out of 4 parts: England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales. The Republic of Ireland is a separate country. The national anthem is God Save the Queen, which will be changed into God Save the King when Elizabeth II will abdicate. The name of the UK flag is Union Jack. United States. The capital of the US is Washington, D.C. D.C. stands for District of Columbia. The country consists of 50 states. The flag has an important meaning. Both the flag and its national anthem are called the Star-Spangled Banner, even though Stars and Stripes is also used to refer to the flag. What we talked about. United Kingdom. Important cities are Cardiff, London, Edinburgh and Belfast. The UK is an island on the west coast of the Netherlands. They speak British English. Important events in the UK's history are the Great Fire of London, World War II and the War of the Roses. Famous and important people are or were Henry VIII, Margaret Thatcher and the royal family. We talked about Jack the Ripper and the Great Plague, also known as the Black Death. Living in the UK in the 14th until the 19th century wasn't fun. The death penalty was used for basically everything, but were family outings as well. Jack the Ripper killed 5 prostitutes and the plague killed 1/3 of the country's inhabitants. Famous actors and actresses in the UK are Emilia Clarke, Keira Knightley and Benedict Cumberbatch. Famous singers and bands are Queen, Ed Sheeran and Adele. To see a musical show, you can best go to the West End in London. Prime Minister in 2017 is Theresa May, and most important news facts were about the Brexit. Also, during a concert in Manchester and later in London, terrorists killed in total 26 people, of which 22 in Manchester and 4 in London. What we talked about. United States. Important cities are Chicago, New York and Washington, D.C. The USA is a country west of the Netherlands and it consists of 50 states. They speak American English, which differs from the British English spoken in Great Britain. The USA is a relatively young country. It fought the War of Independence and won in 1776, and the war on slavery was won by the Northern states in 1863. Still, discrimination is talk of the day. Segregation and desegregation are important words in the history of the USA. Other important events in the history of the US are Pearl Harbor and the Vietnam War. Martin Luther King was perhaps the most important man to battle segregation in the US. He was a reverend and spoke to over 250,000 people, both black and white, during his most famous speech. This doesn't have a name, but it is known for the words, "I have a dream." In September 2001, the world was introduced to Al-Qaeda and the Taliban by the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center in New York City. About 3,000 people died that day as 2 planes flew into the Twin Towers, 1 flew into the Pentagon, and 1 more crashed on its way to the White House or Capitol. The Pilgrims, or Puritans as they are officially called, came to the USA in 1620. They chased the Native Americans away and settled in America. In 1620, their first harvest was terrible, but thanks to the Native Americans, it was a great success in 1621. As a thank you, the Pilgrims organized a grand feast. This would later be called Thanksgiving. Nowadays, Thanksgiving is celebrated on the 4th Thursday of November with families giving thanks for the past year. Native Americans do not celebrate Thanksgiving anymore because over the course of time, the US citizens have neglected the natives in everyday life. The death penalty, or capital punishment, is still legal in 31 states. There are several ways to be executed, but mostly people use lethal injection, even though that drug used in this procedure is getting harder and harder to purchase. The last school shooting in the USA was in December of 2017, but nowadays not all shootings reach the international news because they are so common. The most serious shootings were in 1999, 2007 and 2012. The NRA, National Rifle Association, actively works to prevent stricter gun laws to be implemented. The Americans firmly believe in the right to have and use guns in daily life because it is in the Constitution. More than 50% of all Americans want stricter laws because there are so many shootings, but the government, influenced by the NRA on this matter, doesn't get anything done. We've talked about Trump a lot, so you must have learned something from those discussions about the president. You now know about Obamacare, but because Trump wants to turn that decision around, we don't really know if this bill will still exist in this form in a year's time. The Oscars are the most important movie awards in the world. Presented in February every year, the Academy Awards attract the crème de la crème of the movie world. 3 weeks before that, the Golden Globes always give a quite accurate view what to expect during the Oscars. There are too many famous actors and actresses to mention, and also in the music scene, most famous bands and singers come from the US. You go to New York City to visit Broadway to see a musical show, where every musical star wants to have performed. This lecture is only a short summary of the past 6 months. Of course, you will have to do your own research to complete your essay, but I hope this lecture helped you remember a few things that we have discussed. You can find more information and summaries in your readers.